Denver seized control from the opening tip with a 5-0 burst. Cameron Johnson's driving basket drew first blood, and Julian Strawther buried a transition three. The Clippers already reeling before Chris Dunn's traveling violation gave the ball right back. Nikola Jokic's careless pass out of bounds handed back possession, and John Collins made Denver pay with a reverse layup to cut the deficit to 3. Collins then ripped a steal from Jokic on the very next trip, the Clippers' energy surging. The steal sparked a fast break. Collins found Derrick Jones Jr. for an alley-oop dunk that sliced the deficit to just 1, but Strawther's second three pushed Denver's lead back to 4, and Collins' turnover stalled the Clippers' momentum. A Cameron Johnson triple and pull-up jumper ballooned Denver's lead to 9, the largest of the quarter. Brook Lopez's tip dunk trimmed it back to 7, but the Clippers still trailed by a wide margin with the first half of the period gone. Careless play plagued both sides through the middle stretch. A Nuggets goaltending violation handed the ball back, but Dunn's errant pass and a Derrick Jones Jr. turnover squandered consecutive Clippers possessions. The deficit stuck at 7. Jokic's layup extended Denver's lead back to 9, but John Collins' turnaround in the lane narrowed it to 7. Christian Braun's layup on the other end restored the 9-point edge before Kawhi Leonard answered with a pull-up jumper to carve the margin back to 7, the two teams locked in a paint battle. Jokic's floater re-established a 7-point cushion after Mathurin had chipped away from the line. Then Bruce Brown's three widened the gap to 8. John Collins' answering triple dragged the Clippers back within 5, refusing to let Denver pull away. Despite Brown's reverse layup widening Denver's edge back to 7, Bennedict Mathurin's three from deep ignited the Clippers' comeback. His pull-up jumper trimmed it to 2, then his cutting finger roll knotted the score at 24, his 11-point quarter erasing the 9-point deficit as LA carried a slim 25-24 edge into the second. Kawhi Leonard's floating basket early in the second kept the Clippers ahead by 3, but Denver answered quickly. Tim Hardaway Jr. scored inside, and Bruce Brown's transition layup gave the Nuggets their first lead of the quarter. A steal sparked a fast break that Bennedict Mathurin finished with a dunk, pulling the Clippers level. Bruce Brown's floater restored Denver's edge, but Mathurin's three flipped it right back, the lead changing hands twice in under 90 seconds. Bruce Brown's three pushed his quarter total to 8 and reclaimed the lead for Denver, but Kawhi Leonard tied it moments later with a driving bank shot. Jamal Murray's three in transition retook the lead and put the Nuggets back ahead by 2. Chris Dunn's driving layup knotted the score once more at 37, but Bruce Brown's second three of the quarter stretched his total to 11 and restored Denver's cushion. Leonard's tip-in kept the Clippers within 1 as the defenses disappeared. The Nuggets seized control with a devastating stretch. Julian Strawther's three in transition opened a 4-point gap. Christian Braun's fast break layup ballooned it to 6, then John Collins' tip dunk trimmed it to 4 before Strawther's second three of the quarter widened Denver's advantage to 8. Collins' turnaround fadeaway narrowed the deficit to 6 in the final minute, but Cameron Johnson's three stretched it back to 9. Bennedict Mathurin's floater made it 45-52 at halftime, Denver holding a 7-point edge into the break. Third quarter narration. Kawhi Leonard's three out of the halftime break sliced Denver's lead to 4. Jamal Murray's floater widened the cushion back to 6, but Leonard's pull-up answered right back, keeping the Clippers within 4 and the quarter's tempo relentless. A Strawther triple stretched the advantage back to 7. Derrick Jones Jr. cut into the deficit with a driving layup, then Leonard's fast break basket and a free throw at the line trimmed the margin from 8 down to 5 in a frantic stretch. The back and forth intensified as Jones Jr.'s cutting layup narrowed it to 3, but Julian Strawther's second three of the quarter restored the 6-point gap. Jones fired back from deep himself, dragging LA right back within 3. Leonard's pull-up pushed his quarter total to 10 and sliced Denver's lead to just 1. Christian Braun's finger roll and free throw opened it back to 4, but Brook Lopez's reverse layup held the Clippers there as the paint damage mounted to 8. Denver seized the next 3 possessions possessions. Nikola Jokic's cutting layup extended the lead back to 6. Cameron Johnson drove for 2. Then Jamal Murray capped the run in transition to balloon the advantage to its widest at 64-74. Nicolas Batum's 3 halted the run at 7 down. Then Bennedict Mathurin converted on the break to carve the deficit back to 5 and sparked the Clippers' response. The surge rolled on. Yannick Niederhauser drove for 2 to trim it to 3. Then Mathurin's dunk closed it to 1, 4 straight possessions ending in baskets. Jokic responded with a layup to restore a 3-point cushion and lift his quarter total to 6. Niederhauser carved it to 2. Then Nicolas Batum's 3 from the wing flipped the lead at 78-77, the Clippers surging into the fourth. Spencer Jones's fast break layup flipped the lead to Denver early in the fourth, but Bennedict Mathurin answered with a bank shot and free throw to reclaim the edge. Jonas Valanciunas' dunk knotted the score at 81, erasing the advantage instantly. Mathurin's pull-up restored the Clippers' cushion, but Denver's interior attack took over. Valanciunas scored inside, and Cameron Johnson's finger roll capped a decisive stretch, the Nuggets building a 4-point lead with the Clippers' defense reeling. The deficit widened as Nikola Jokic imposed his will, his reverse layup and hook shot lifting his total to 4. Mathurin's driving dunk between the Jokic baskets kept the Clippers within 3, his 10th point of the quarter, preserving LA's hopes. Brook Lopez's cutting dunk trimmed the gap to 2, but Jokic countered with another layup to widen it back to 3. Derrick Jones Jr. responded with a driving layup of his own, pulling the Clippers back within 1 and refusing to let Denver separate. The Clippers seized the lead as Jones Jr. scored twice in 22 seconds, his driving basket followed by a 3 that flipped the advantage. Mathurin's cutting layup after a Kawhi Leonard free throw stretched the cushion to 5, the home crowd erupting. Denver refused to go quietly. Jokic's floater trimmed the lead to 2, then his driving hook knotted the score at 107 with under a minute left, willing his team back. Jamal Murray's dunk with 18 seconds left answered the Clippers' free throws. Then Brook Lopez's driving dunk restored a 4-point cushion. Murray's 3 with 11 seconds remaining cut it to 1, but the Clippers held on for the 115-114 victory.